Hello everyone, welcome back to Lindsay's Builds. So, thought we'll come and have an hour and a half with you, and yeah. So we're going to carry on with the Exorcist build. I've done quite a bit of it off stream, so we've made quite a lot of progress, and yeah. So we'll do a bit more, and yeah. There we go. So we'll go down camera. Right, try again. There we go. So this is how far we've got at the moment. Is we've got all this work done here. So we've got all these side pieces painted and all this front bit painted. Here's got to be a lot of decals work and stuff like that. And yeah, we've got quite a bit of work done in the back here as well. So yeah, it's coming along nicely now. So it's getting there. So there we go. At the moment I'm doing these pieces here. So I've got these to glue on. There's two of these. So we've got those to glue on. So that's what we're going to do first of all, is glue those on. Okay, so we've got Following Ghost on in, and he says, "Hi Lindsay." Hello there, Ghost. Welcome in. Sprue and Glue says, "Hi Lindsay and Ghost." Hello there, Sprue. David Markey says, "Afternoon Lindsay." Afternoon, David Markey. And David Markey says, "Afternoon folks." Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. So I hope you're all having a good weekend so far. David Markey says hello Ghost, and David Markey says hello David. Sprue and Glue says hi David. Following Ghost says hi David and David. So we're going to spend about an hour and a half with you as normal. Okay, so we'll sit and let that dry. Okay, so the next bit we're going to work on at the moment is this piece here, which is like a church, small little church. So got a few little bits to dry brush on this. it's not easy to identify any of the painting bits on here because it's sat there right in the middle, but I've still got a lot of detail work to do around these pieces here. I'm just won't, because I've not long dry brushed all that around there, so I want that to kind of like dry off before I'll start doing the scrolls in gold. So this could be a real pain, this bit. I think what I might do is dry brush it first and then see how it goes after that. Sprue and Glue says, shared you out, buddy. Thank you very much, Sprue. Mark's Mods is in as well. Welcome in, Mark's Mods. He says, good afternoon, everyone. Following Ghost says, hi, Mark. Mark says, hello, Ghost. It's been a lot of work, this build, more than the emulator. Sprue and Glue says, hi, Mark. Mark's Mod says, hi, Ghost. Just need to do this just to bring some of the detail out of it. David Markey says hello, Mark. Mark's Mod says hello, Sprue, and Mark says hello, David. There's half a skull on each side of these doors. Mark's Mod says hello, David and Sprue. Okay. So I hope everybody's had a good weekend so far. What are you guys all working on if you're at the bench? people in. I like these little fluids. Okay, Spoon Glue says I'm working on my elbow creases. Mark's Mod says, did you manage to record any videos yet, Lindsay? No, Mark, none at all. None at all. So like I said, you know, if I make plans, they don't turn out. So, and that happened. Don't turn out. Unfortunately. New raggy's getting a bit dirty already, Matt. This one you definitely will get in the post when I'm finished with it. I'm cruel, ain't I? 6 people in. Welcome in. Okay, Mark's Mod says then put it in the wash. No. No, can't do that. can't do that, mate. Definitely not. Contaminate my washing machine. All those chemicals. Okay. Just doing some hinges. Now I'm doing this figure in the middle. I shouldn't think you can see what I'm doing actually because it's that small. Whether you can see that just. And there's some. Let's get a pair of tweezers. It's the first coat of that. Need at least two coats. Only just got to touch this lightly. These are the skulls on the doors. Here's some voices in the background, I do apologise. so you can't really see. It's really awful that you can't really see. This damn camera really is bad. I wonder if it'll pick it up on the other camera. Just give me a minute, guys. Let's take the top off that one. It might not. Let's try it anyway. That one might be just as bad, to be honest with you. Yeah. No, it's even worse. So, do apologise. But it does look good. You know what I mean? So, let's put a second coat in. Catch up with the chat in a minute. Okay. David Markey says, too cold and dark to do anything today as I'm sat with a throw over my legs and a hot water bottle. Oh wow. Apple says, hello folks, sorry fell asleep after brunch. No worries. Mark Smart says, hello Apple. Apple says, by gum, David M, I admit you're getting old and your circulation system is breaking down. We've got Alex Jensen in. Welcome in, Alex. And it says, hello, Lindsay. Hello, Lindsay and chat. Got some nice layers of gloss on my Tyrant Alien. Wings used the bigger piercers for the thumbs. Bones word and removed the barb whip. Tried to make a spine and skull. Cool. David Markey says, hello, Apple. Mark Smart says, hello Alex. Alex Jensen says, spine and skull for a little predator touch. Nice. David Markey says, hello Alex. Sounds good. After Christmas I'm going to invest in some new cameras, some ones that focus. Apple says 6 degrees C up at mine. Yeah, it's not much more here. Following Ghost says hi Apple and Alex. Apple says afternoon Alex. He also says hi Ghost. Alex says hello gents. Let's put another layer on those hinges. daub of paint on my brush. You can see it. Okay. This is going to be quite difficult to stick in. I'll find out which way it goes actually first. So we don't want to get it in the wrong way around, guys, do we? Okay, so I thought so, yeah. So the doors are opening at the front. Okay. Okay. Make sure that's in the middle. So that's that piece in inside there as well. Okay, let's catch up with the chart, shall we? David Marcus says now up to 9C here, it was 3C earlier. Alex Jensen says, is that a Panzer something 2000 on your wall there? If you're on about this is the GCT 155mm AUF1 SPH based on a T72 by Hobby Boss, and it's actually a French tank. Apple says, soon be that time again to hunt out my long johns and thermal underwear, especially if, like this morning, was down to 1 degree C. Oh wow, you're definitely going to need your winter woolies, mate. That's a defo. Right, so what's next? See if we can do this chair next. Do the chair back, I think. Okay. hopefully that's still kind of okay to use. Yes. Alex says, oh, it's the French D-72 match howitzer. Yes. I've nearly finished it actually. Afro says, by the way, hi Mark, sorry I missed your name out of my hellos. Ooh. Apple. Naughty boy. These are like wood panels I'm painting in now. So shall we have a little bit of belly and bench? So far I've had to eat today was 3 wheat bixes and ham on toast kind of thing, and a nice cup of tea. So what about chat? Wait for that bit to dry and then drop another coat in it. Mark's Mod says that's fine. I thought Alex says you know the German PH200 can fire 3 shots in 9 seconds in different elevations. Saying that piece can one single mark with 3 rounds nearly simultaneously. Bonkers. Wow. Following Ghost says 1C is just light jacket and shorts weather. Mark's Mod says, well, darker nights are here in the UK, means more time at the bench. It does. Alex Jensen says, and you guys, if you like it here, the little like. Yes, give it a little like if you like it here. I shall be live tomorrow. I put up a notification thing yesterday. We should be doing the Necron Dio, making some other parts for it. Hopefully I'm back in time, so I have to go out in the morning. I'll put it for around about 2 o'clock, I think it is. So, and then we've got the PPM on Wednesday. Let me catch up with this chat. Oh, Mark's Mod says we had spaghetti and meatballs and chocolate cake, bench Voyager and a cup of coffee. Nice. Apple says Ghost, I used to be like that as well, working offshore on oil platforms. Never felt the cold unless it was snowing. While onshore folks were freezing to death. We get used to it, don't you? Apple says, but now I am older and infirm on my pins, I feel the chill more following Ghost. Following Ghost says wearing shorts isn't a big deal when only part of one leg can get cold. Got 8 viewers in. I can smell food cooking. Food. I think after this stream I'm going to have a good tidy up on my bench. Alex says, I actually like the down-toned so far, paint on it. Nice gold. I am half heretic, dark angels, like lots of greeblies, but down-toned. Yeah, it works, doesn't it? I've got to try not to put on such a high-class lacquer on this one this time. Not like I did the Immolator. That bit needs to be red in there. You have to forgive my coughing. So this bit I'm doing is like part of the chair. See if I can get this camera down a bit more for you guys. Is that a little bit better? So if anybody does this build, you need your wits about you, believe me. There's a lot more detail in this one than the emulator. Mark's Mod says, let's have some thoughts for Ron. He is going to get a right draft this winter while using the litter tray. Wow. Alex says, I am not a gamer, so maybe more heretic from me. I have a little buzz in my head of doing Sisters in the Dark Angels colour. Nice. I'd like to see that. Athel says, breakfast was savoury bacon rashers, crisps, in 2 buns with cheddar cheese and coffee. Nice. Okay, so now I'm going to turn that over. Back to the gold. This is going to be fun. So knowing what brush to use for that. This one. always end up touching this brown up when I'm doing these bits like this. I had to do it the other day when I did the back. Get a little bit of a wobble on with the brush. You know what I mean? Winds me up when you have to keep touching stuff up. You think, why can't it go right first go? As long as I don't get it on the bit I've dry brushed. Don't mind touching up the brown. To dry off. See whether it needs another coat. If it don't, then I'll touch all that brown up. Catch up with the chat. If there is any. Nope. Still got 8 viewers. I don't think that'll need another coat, to be honest. Okay. Try not to get it on the gold. Okay, so that's all that touched up. Now I can drop the chair in. Okie dokie. Good. So that's that piece in as well. You do all that work, you can hardly see it in the back there. It's amazing, isn't it? I'm going to concentrate on these parts now, which are the exhaust flame things. Just push that to one side out of the way. And crack on. These have already had one coat, so Alex Jensen said, told it I had some other streams hovering over the fell blade and some DA demos doors, but they are really getting pricey. You need to raid Deep Space Nine for some gold press platinum. Nice. Yep, you can't get anywhere not with that platinum. That's the currency. Not sure whether I should have dry brushed the outer cage first on this. We'll see how I get on with it. It is quite raised, so it should be alright. I should put some more work in progress pictures up in the group. If I remember. Do this bit and then I'll catch up with the chat. Touch up the black, I think, because it looks as though I've hit the black a few times on the first coat. It's not a biggie. Okay. Well, Alex says, told it had some other streams. Oh, I've read that bit. Go for it. Pantheon's in. Hello there, go for it. That's Daniel, and he says hello. Hello there, Daniel. Apple says hello, Daniel. Mark Smod says hello, go for it. TBG's in as well. Hello there, James. And he says hi, everyone. Welcome in. Mark Smod says hello, TBG. This one, and then I'll catch up with the chat again. TBG says hi Mark, Apple says hi there James, TBG says hi Daniel, TBG says hi Apple. Definitely got to tidy the black up. By the look of it. There's a Formula 1 on today, guys. Let's do. Okay. Apple says, "Oh my God, what is that golden ball in the sky? Shining into my living room, increasing the temperature. Answers on a postcard, please." It's the man upstairs, golden looking glass. That's what it is, Apple. He's shining down on you. You never know, if you're getting his good books, he might buy you some command tanks. Tell him to get into the Warhammer store, mate, and buy you some. It's a real shame that you can't buy them out of the shop, on an ordinary high street shop. They're only exclusive to Warhammer World, unfortunately. I'm sure they'll be sooner or later available in the shops, but you know. I'll catch up with the chat again in a minute. Alex Jensen says, "My chat, hey chat, what's the builds? Besides WHK 40K, I am hacking away on the 1/16 scale Leopard 2AZB, trying to make it a Danish 2AZDK. Cool." David Marcus says, "I was watching a live view of Aberdeen Harbour earlier and several people surfing off the beach. TBG says, "Hey up, Apple, it's going to take you away." TBG says, "Hi, David Markey." David Markey says, "Hello, James." David Markey says, "Just got disorientated. I put the clock forward, not back." Oh, wow. TBG says, "Oops, I did that once." No, it goes back. It seemed to throw my whole day out as well. That has. Seems a weird sort of a long day today. Okay, so that's 3. A bit of a clean down. Following Ghost says, "I'm working on the next section of the space station and going to start a new Git Bash ship." Ooh. Ooh, I wonder what that's going to be. Any hints? Apple says, "It's always the same. When the clocks go back, it takes a few days to recover proper timing. Where's dinner?" Yeah. They'll throw rocks here anyway. Even the dog seems a bit confused today as well. Yeah. Catch up with the chat in a minute, guys, if there is any. Sorry I'm not saying a lot, but I am concentrating. Okay. We need to wait for those to dry. So I'm going to fit these side plates on for now. So we'll put them there for now. How are we doing on time? Another 20 minutes. Following Ghost says, thinking about a heavily armed destroyer to go with the other ships. Yeah, that sounds really cool. Apple says, anyone seen this new sci-fi called Lithe, where aliens find Earth in the caveman era and the aliens happen to be Tau? Oh, right. TBG says, caveman Apple, so where's Ross, Lindsay and Ron in it? It's a cheeky mayor, isn't he? Apple says, better to concentrate than be constipated. Nice. Okay, yes. Okay. These was a bit of a nightmare on the other one. These ones don't seem too bad. I think these will go on okay, these ones. I'll just shut that lid. Make sure I got the right one. Yeah, they seem a lot better, a better fit than the other ones were. The other ones kept falling off, so I had to do a bit of surgery and repaint them. This one's going to be the same, I think. Try around the other way. Oh, fits better. This one's a good fit. The other one not so much. That's that one on, and then that one. Okay, so we're doing 1 hour 121. TBG says, better not leave Raggy Jr. out, Lindsay. He'll get up to mischief. Yes, definitely, TBG. Apple says, anyone heard anything from Panzercat of late? As I last heard, he was getting a taxi and presumed back to the hospital. I don't know, mate. Got no idea. Apple says, sorry, keyboard is acting up, double typing letters, and maybe my brain to finger ratio of out of sync. David Markey says, I hope he's okay. I don't know. I've got no idea, mate. The last time I saw him was in chat last week, just gone. It's the last I've heard of him, so I don't know. I've got no idea. You're better off asking Carl or Michelle somewhere, some people like that. I've got no idea. Yeah, I hope he's okay too, David Markey. It's a bit concerning when, somebody says that in the chat. Right, okay, so I'm going to come to the end of the stream. Okay, so this is how far we've got on this so far. So it's coming along. I've just noticed I haven't painted them bottom scrolls, so I've got them to do. So yeah, and I've got a lot more work to do around the back here as well. So yeah, so we're going to have to let this dry now, but it is coming along. And we've got these, the like copper gold finished on these ones. So these I've got to have all the flame red put in. I'm going to have to touch up the black before I dry brush it. Yeah, and then get those done, and then we can get those glued on, and then it's just a matter of small tiny bits in this box. I've got to finish painting this, then I've got to paint these two bits. These actually go on these back pieces. Smaller ones go here and the big one on the top. Then we've got the driver. He's got to be painted, and I've got this bazooka type thing to do as well and put on. So we've got like, oh, and I've got the cherubs to finish. There's two of these cherubs, and also two of these smokers as well. They've got to be done. So we're not far off completing this really, and then we can get it lacquered, let the lacquer dry, and start decaling it. I've got a bit of a wash to do on the angel wings at the back and the brown boards, so I've got to do those as well. Sprue and Glue says cracking work, Lindsay, thank you very much. Sprue. Apple says looking good, Lindsay. Hello, Lurker Sprue. David Markey says look very nicely done, Lindsay, thank you very much. Sprue and Glue's big paint, pink waving hands. So okay, so we'll go up camera. Okay, so yeah, so you'll see me again tomorrow. I'll put the stream up. Was it yesterday? I'll put it up. If I'm back in time from the hospital tomorrow, then the stream will go ahead. It's not till 2 o'clock, so I should be back. So, and I think also JC Bricks and Builds is streaming as well. So we're kind of going to clash a little bit. I should be back on Wednesday for the PPM with a gallery. So don't forget that, guys. So if you've got any builds you want to show, don't forget to get them in the gallery before 8 PM Wednesday nights. And don't forget we've got the sci-fi show with me and Mr. Mark's Mods on a Friday at 1 PM. And yeah, so JC Bricks' Builds is live on Tuesday as well. I think it's either 12 or 1 o'clock on the Tuesday, and then you possibly got Scott on the Wednesday, and I think then it's Carl. I think he's on twice on the Thursday. Yeah, so I can't think of anybody else. You probably got Moss and all those other different streams going as well. And don't forget you got Little History as well. He streams, so don't forget his streams. And yeah, so thank you very much for everybody coming in, much appreciated. Those in the chat, and also those in the background that's watching, that's not in the chat. If you've got some kind of device and you like the stream, don't forget to put the good thumbs up, be much appreciated. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please take a look, and if you like what you see, give it a subscription, push the notification bell, and you'll be notified when my next live stream and also my videos. Apple says I got Colin and Fox on Wednesday and Friday nights. There you go. David Markey says thank you, Lindsay, you're welcome. So yeah, so all in all, guys, I'll stop waffling, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Bye bye.